Hello everybody. So I'm predominantly a Magic the Gathering player, but anybody who plays Magic the Gathering will tell you that now is not a great time to be playing Magic. Enter Legends of Runeterra. I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks and I am loving it. There's a lot of mechanical depth, there's a lot of things going on here that I'm typically missing in digital card games. The back and forth priority system is really nice, kind of makes it feel like you can play at instant speed, something I was really missing in, take Hearthstone for example. So, today we're going to be laddering with a deck I've seen referred to as Tempo Endure. So what's going on here, basically, we've got an aggressively slanted deck that's going to try to apply some early pressure with Omen Hawks, Elises, and Bark Beast in conjunction with a lot of killing our own dudes. So my Magic homies out there are going to look at this deck and immediately see that it's basically an Aristocrats deck. So we're going to try to play Everos and Sentry or Cursed Keeper on round 2, and then cash them in with either Ravenous Butcher, Glimpse Beyond, or Blighted Caretaker, which is going to make some blockers and help us make a really good attack. And then hopefully, Callista is going to see all this happening. When she sees 3 allies die, she's going to level up, and when she attacks, she's going to summon an ephemeral copy of a dead follower, which hopefully is going to be Cursed Keeper or Sentry, and then we can keep cashing those in, get a bunch of value. If our opponent is playing aggressive, or if they gum up the board with a bunch of bigger dudes, we can play Neverglade Collector. This is my favorite card in the deck. Gains us a bunch of life, or if our dudes get outsized, we can just kind of start running them into bad blocks and drain our opponent out that way. If none of this works, we have the sweetest plan B in the game in They Who Endure, which, if our deck functioned as it should, is going to give this dude a massive caboose, and then we can play Atrocity and fling it at our opponent's face. To round out the deck, we've got some decent interaction in Vile Feast, as well as Fury of the North. And then we've got Haunted Relic, which can either make some blockers or have this really good turn 3 where if you bank 2 spell mana, play Callista, play Haunted Relic, and then she'll level up right away. So that's the deck. Let's see how badly I can blow it on the ladder. Alright, we are here with a ranked game. It looks like we're going to be playing against Burn, as we see Teemo here. So we're going to want to find a hand that... Oh, we're acting second, so we're going to have to be a little defensive here, it feels like. I probably want to keep the Omen Hawk to present a blocker if they play a 2-1, and then the Bark Beast plus the Caretaker is actually going to create a pretty good board. So I think I like all of those things. And the Callista is tempting as well, although if we're acting second and we just play it on their turn 3 and they can play the 2-mana burn spell to kill it, that's going to be really bad tempo for us. I like this 3-drop better, so I think I'm going to keep these 3 cards. Let's see how that works out. Okay, if we survive till Neverglade Collector, like one turn with that card is basically gonna close the game out for us. Here we see really nice Omen Hawk here trading with their 2-1. I'm almost a little surprised that they gave us that trade, but we'll see. Alright, here we see Omen Hawk pumped up that Bark Beast. So let's play the smaller one first. Maybe we can bait out a removal spell. Our opponent, Grandpa Titty, giving it a think. Alright, so Boom Crew Rookie. When they attack, they deal us 2, and that's got 3 health, which is a little obnoxious. So we're going to play the other Bark Beast here, and I am considering just attacking with both of these. If this dies, that's going to make this a 4-4, which is going to be really nice in combat. If he blocks this, we just get a free damage in. Maybe not, though. Maybe I save one of these because I need something to cash in with the Caretaker. I think I'm actually just going to pass. There is a consideration to attack with just the 2-2 and put this thing down to a 1-1, but then this is a 2-1. I don't know. Here we picked up Glimpse from Beyond. Not super great right now because we're already a little short for followers to cash in as sacrifice fodder. We don't really want to sacrifice these guys because they get bigger. So there we have a Teemo that we're not going to be able to respond to. I'm just going to pass here. If we end up banking 3 spell mana, that's okay. Okay, so here, I think what I'm going to do is block here, and then Glimpse Beyond to kill this, That way this trades here. And by trade, I mean we eat it. So we're just going to cash that in, draw 2 cards. Kind of stinks that we didn't get to buff that up, but it's okay. He's going to respond with a burn spell, I'm assuming. Yep. So this is actually fine for us. We still get to draw 2 cards. And we don't take the one here. So we drew an Elise into the Who Endure. Still not finding any of our 2-drops, which is concerning. We would love to be able to pair one of those. So we're definitely just going to, I think, play this Elise and attack. If we get lucky and they don't block the spider for fear, we can turn it into a 3-2, but we'll see. Yeah, no, they're definitely going to block the spider now with the Crimson Disciple. And then we'll take 2 from that. So I don't actually believe it's worth it to attack. We're in a pretty rough spot here. Drawn pretty awkward. But we'll see if we can pull it out. Yeah, another caretaker is not what we're looking for. We're finding all of our things that we accrue value from when we sacrifice followers, but we don't have any of the followers that we need to sacrifice. They played another Crimson Disciple. I think I'm just going to run out this Neverglade Collector and hope that they can't get rid of it. That's probably the only chance we have of coming back in this game right now is getting a bunch of drain off. So let's see what happens. Okay, so these attacks make me think they have deal 1 to give a minion 2/2. If that's the case, I think I only want to block here. And then we'll take 1, 2, and then theoretically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think these are the only blocks. As sketchy as that is. Okay, no buffs. We just eat that guy, which is pretty nice. We're going to pass here. So depending on what we draw, our plan is definitely to make this happen. And Vile Feast is decent as well. That drains. So we have 9 theoretically. I think it starts with Vile Feast on the Teemo. And then we can do back-to-back caretakers and just gain a bunch of life. So let's start here and see what happens. Okay, so they're going to buff him, sure. And this still happens. Okay. What do they have? See, this is pretty nice, actually. If we play this caretaker here, which we're going to do, turn this spider into some challengers, drain again. And now these are 2 ones. I can just pull this Teemo right in here. So, unless they want to waste another spell on him, it's going to trade profitably for us. Opponent still has access to 7 here, so they could do a lot of things still. They passed. Alright, so I think we have to attack. And I want to pull this and this in here. And we don't mind throwing away a 2/1. And we're attacking with the Elise. And I think we have to hold back this Neverglade Collector. If they have another pump spell and they block here and they trade up, it's just so bad. Like, this card is so good for us. So let's attack like this and see what happens. Probably they use, if they have it. Okay, they don't have anything. If that's the truth. Wow, so we just get to kill Teemo here. We get to kill their 2/2. And we're going to go back down to 7 after this, and then up to 8. Are they who endures up to 8/8 now? But since we have 2 more caretakers, I kind of want to pad the life total. So I think we're going to just play another Blighted Caretaker just to gain a bunch of life. I know it's really bad value, but like we have so many cards in our hand still, and these are the last turns of the game, so I think it's worth it. And then we can actually turn one of them into a 3/2. Our opponent's crying because of how much life we're gaining. And now, kind of feels like we can't lose unless they rip like a whole lot of burn spells. Yeah, we're up to 11 now. They're dead on our next attack. This guy's an 11/11. There's that as advertised massive caboose. Alright, so they're dealing us 3. Okay. So the deal 4 costs 4, so they can't even kill us with that, but I am so hyper safe here that we're just going to gain 1 more there. I'm okay with throwing those away because our plan next turn is just They Who Endure, or even just open on attacks. So they did have backup burn spells. Now they're out of cards, and at 6 here. No good attacks for them. And then when these die at the end step, yep, we're going to go back up to 8. They're at 5. Yeah, with how the puff caps went, it's probably good. Yeah, so they gave us the good game. Good game. Played the They Who Endured, just in case. And are they going to make us go through the motions? Sure, that's fine. Whew, they drew pretty hot as well. Jeez, down to 3. That's craziness. So we attack like this. We probably just needed to attack with the They Who Endure, but that's okay. Alright, we did it. So that one started pretty spooky, and we really saw Neverglade Collector coming in there. Like, we jammed it on turn 5 and just kind of threw caution to the wind and easily won us the game there. Super high rank play here at Gold 3.